just the way you are. I wanted here, so open up your heart and lay all your fears, all your doubts aside, and let go of all the hurt you hold inside. You are welcome here, just the way you are. You are wanted here, so open up your heart and receive the love of all who gather round. For you are worthy of this gift of love right now. You are welcome here, just the way you are. You are wanted here, so open up your heart. Well, who'd have known that who you are is enough? And who'd have known that you could be so now you know. You are welcome here, just the way you are. You are wanted here, so open up your heart. You are welcome here, just the way you are. You are welcome here, so open up your heart. Well, you are welcome here. You are welcome here. Oh, just the way you are. You are wanted here. Up your heart. Let's open up our hearts. Let's open up our hearts. All right. This is the part I really like. It's where everybody sings. So if you want to stand up or sit down, your choice. Your choice. We're going to open up and receive all the love, all the wealth, all the health, all the peace, all the love. Ha! Here we go. I open up and receive. I open up and receive. I open up and receive all the love that life can give. I open up and receive. I open up and receive. I open up and receive all the wealth that life can give. I open up and receive. I open up and receive. I open up and receive all the help that life can give. Outside voices, everybody! I open up and receive. I open up and receive. I open up and receive all the peace that life can give. I open up and receive. I open up and receive. I open up and receive all the love that life can give. All the love that life can give. All the love that life can give. Woo! you. All right. Whoa, we get to ground in now, center in. And I know every time I'm leading, and Anthony, hope you're listening. I know you're busy with your students this weekend. This song is one of my favorite songs that we do here, and it's called Center of the Heart. And so if everyone wants to get comfortable and ground in, you can stand up if you're comfortable standing up, whatever it is. Everyone take a breath in with me. Just breathe. One more. Here we are at the perfect time and the perfect place, showing up with an open mind and all this space. Anything can happen here. Oh, we all play a part. Here's an invitation to the center of the heart. Take my hand. Here we go. What's the plan? We don't have to know. Take a breath. Take a breath. Make a start. Welcome home. Center of the heart. Here we are at the perfect time and the perfect place, showing up with an open mind and all this space. Anything can happen here. Oh, we all play a part. We're all in this together in the center of the heart. Take my hand. Here we go. Well, what's the plan? We don't have to know. Take a breath. Make a start. Well, welcome home to the center of the heart. Welcome home, center of the heart. Oh, welcome home, center of the heart.
I don't want to break the silence. Welcome to Unity of Calgary. Thank you so much to our Unity Band for inspiring us with their musical selections. My name is Alara Payton, and it's my delight to be your Sunday experience guide. We changed the verbiage of that a while ago, and I'm not quite in the groove of the new verbiage. And just a special welcome to any of you who haven't been here before in person and those out joining us in virtual land. We're so delighted to have you here and bring your essence to this gathering. Whether you are listening to this in the future, because we know everything's happening in no time and space according to quantum physics, and so we welcome you at any time that you're joining us. And we know, and hopefully you will know, that wherever you are in your spiritual journey, you're always welcome at Unity of Calgary. And let's begin with an affirmative prayer following along the center of the heart. And perhaps you'll put a hand or two on your heart. And with the breath and with the centering and conscious awareness, we choose to be as fully and completely connected to our source of being and our I am presence, our true divine nature. And perhaps the words that are affirmed will be the words of your own heart and mind. I am my I am presence. And I am one with the I am presence of all life. I am open. I am receptive to the gifts of this day. I am receptive to all the ways that I receive support as an individuated expression of life. I am open to all the ways that I offer support. I am centered in my heart. My mind is connected to my heart mind, to my gut mind and my sacral core. I am my I am presence. And I am one with the I am presence of all life. And so it is. And our statement of being, the reason we gather in person and online, let's say our statement, affirm our statement of being together. We are here as love to celebrate the one power, the one presence in our lives, in this community, and in the universe. And Lisa Belfour is coming up to read our daily word as we continue with affirming through the spoken word. And the daily word has been produced for over 100 years by Silent Unity. And you can order your own paper copy. You can also get it online. Now let's have a listen to what the daily word has for us today.
Thank you. The light of truth dissolves all darkness. A bird's cheerful song interrupts the quiet of the night. The dark sky grows lighter, and puffy clouds begin to glow with a beautiful shade of pink. Brilliant rays announce the sun's arrival. The sun peeks over the horizon, flooding the new day with light. Light dissolves darkness. In my consciousness, in a similar way, at a challenging time, my heart responds to the hopeful thought that this too shall pass. Hope grows into faith as my mind opens to divine wisdom. That is always mine to claim. Guided by the dawning light of truth, I see the way forward and follow it with confidence. As surely as each new day brings a sunrise, my faith assures me the light of truth will dissolve the darkness of any obstacle I may face. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness did not overcome it. John 1:5.
Thanks, Lisa. Well, as many of you know, Unity of Calgary is part of a worldwide movement, and we are sharing in their world vision. So let's affirm together our vision. We envision a world powerfully transformed through the growing movement of shared spiritual awakening. And let's affirm our mission that drives the leadership and the decisions in our community. And we affirm together, we are a welcoming, vibrant, spiritual community that inspires hearts and transforms lives by expressing our divine essence. And together, we are in the right place if that is appealing to your heart and your spirit. And we have upcoming events at Unity of Calgary, of course. And so to give you the fullest information on this, I'm just going to touch on a few few of the details. Do make sure you check out the details in our weekly newsletter, and we encourage you to sign up for that if you haven't. It has all of the details, and our website, unityofcalgary.org. And so next week we have Lou Kurjata, and she's speaking. That's one of our lovely members here. I don't know, where's Lou? Well, there you go. There's Lou over there. All right. And her topic is Whole Complete Consciousness in the Holy Four. The Holy Four food groups nurture and sustain us in ways that go far beyond calorie counting. The spirit of compassion, Anthony Williams' constant companion, has gifted humanity with information about these foods as a way of helping us reconnect with our food, the earth, and ultimately God. I'm looking forward to that information coming my way. And today we have potluck after service, so I hope you will stay and join us. If you didn't bring anything, please stay. There always seems to be food. I'm often taking leftovers home, so please do join us for fellowship and conversations that matter with people who care. And Reverend Vicky, what's Reverend's last name? Vanderhorst, our mentor minister, is doing a class starting on March 15th, and it is, what's so good about the good book? Let's look beyond the storyline as presented and uncover the deeper truth that is applicable in our own lives right now. And so there's a metaphysical exploration of the Bible, the book. And years ago, as part of my Unity experience, I went to the in-person spiritual enlightenment and enrichment classes and took a metaphysical interpretation of the Bible. And it was revolutionary for me. Revolutionary. I highly recommend you check out more details on that. And that's, of course, online. And next week, after our gathering, after our formal gathering, because the book study that follows afterwards at 12:15 is a part of our Sunday experience, they're going to continue with the book study of Marianne Williamson's The Law of Divine Compensation. And next week, they're exploring chapters 7, 8, and 9. And Cecil Wotner, part of our spiritual leadership team, is going to lead that. And on March 26th, there's a peace march that Tina Thrussell, one of our board members, and her beloved Neil at the back there, part of our tech team, have been bringing to Calgary for quite some years now. And at 2 p.m., they'll be meeting at the north end of the Peace Bridge on Memorial Drive near 10th Avenue. And we'll be going on a walk through Calgary, being the essence of peace, radiating it, imprinting it into the ground, offering it wherever we go. So I hope you'll join us for that. And on March 27th, we have got a most wonderful experience coming up, and Bob is going to come up and talk about our spiritual cinema, The Wisdom of Trauma.
Thank you, Alar. We have some little flyers here on the wisdom of trauma. I encourage all of you, there's a stack at the welcoming table as well. Please take some with you, share them with as many people as you can. It's a powerful movie, and have we not all over the world been traumatized these past 2 years? What we'd like to do is fill this room, have the showing of the movie, The Wisdom of Trauma, with Gabor Mate. It's a powerful movie about trauma and the underlying issues around trauma and addiction. And I think it's a great opportunity for us to start to come to grips with some of that trauma within ourselves in community. And after the movie, we're going to have a group discussion, a short group discussion, and not a discussion though, it's going to be a dialogue, which is different than a discussion. A dialogue is simply sharing your experience of the movie. It's not about pushing your point of view or what's right or what's wrong. It's simply about sharing your experience, which in our mission is really sharing your own divine essence by expressing your truth in the moment. And then we'll probably break up into small groups and maybe 45 minutes for after the movie. We'll be able to connect with each other and maybe touch that trauma within ourselves. Open up our hearts. Feel some feelings that maybe we haven't felt, haven't been fully present with. So please, we really want to pump this movie. We're encouraging the whole community to come out. We're going to need lots of helping hands, by the way. We're going to need a couple people at the welcome table. We're going to need 2 or 3 people helping with refreshments. So, and of course, set up and tear down. So if you're interested in helping, please come to me and let me know, or Stefan, or anyone else on the board for that matter, or the spiritual leadership team. And we will, Stefan is putting together a list of all the things that need to happen. And so you can come and have a look at that list and see where you could be of service. So please tell everybody you know, put it on your social networks, reach out, let's fill this room, and let us heal together in community. And you can purchase tickets by coming here on Sundays. I'm not sure if we've set up a pay account on the newsletter. I don't believe we have yet, but so they will play on the day. We do ask that we encourage you to let us know if you're coming so that we can get an idea of the numbers, pre-register. And we'll probably get a pre-registration set up on the newsletter as well for the coming week. And it's $15 at the door. That's right.
Right. So I don't know how many of you are familiar with Dr. Gabor Mate, but he, in The Wisdom of Trauma, we travel alongside physician, best-selling author, and Order of Canada recipient, Dr. Gabor Mate, to explore why our Western society is facing such epidemics. This is a journey with a man who has dedicated his life to understanding the connection between illness, addiction, trauma, and society. All right, and we have our used bookshelf over there. We would love to have those books find a new home, and it is by donation. You'll see the donation box there. So on the box it says, name your price. All right. Well, it's delightful to have our guest speaker today, Brenda, one of our community members, at the Mantra movie a couple of months ago, realized that she has a friend who is into all sorts of things around mantra and such. And so she introduced our spiritual leadership team to Louis David Levin, who is speaking today on the romance with the infinite. And he's also our guest musician, and he'll be doing our meditation as well. He's originally from Montreal. He came out west in 1977. And he encountered the teachings of Paramahansa Yogananda in those years and has dedicated his life to following this ancient Vedic wisdom. He founded the Self-Realization Fellowship Center in Calgary in 1978. And he is here to gift us with his wisdom and his gifts as a singer, songwriter, music producer, performer. Well, I guess you're not doing a video production today, but that's part of what he does in the world besides living his spiritual life in the everyday moments of his life. So please help me welcome Louis David Levin and the Romance with the Infinite.
Thank you very much. This is a very exciting journey, and you're all on the same journey. It's the same infinite for everybody. There's different aspects of it. I'll just start by saying that what happened to me was after I graduated from McGill back in 1974, I was in Montreal, living in Montreal. I spent a year in Europe, doing the backpacking thing, Jack Kerouac type of thing, hitchhiking through Europe. Well, I did that. And I ended up living in Holland, and ik spreek een klein beetje Hollands praten. And it was very, very nice. I very much enjoyed Holland. And I encountered the book Autobiography of a Yogi when I was there. And Paramahansa Yogananda is an Indian saint. He was born in 1893. He came to America in 1920 and founded the Self-Realization Fellowship. He is an avatar. He is a perfected being. And his central message was, he explained all kinds of metaphysics and miracles, but he said, don't take my word for it. Don't take my word for it. He says, prove it to yourself. So that's what got me interested. It was like he baited the hook, right? So I thought, well, maybe, I thought, well, I should try this meditation, this yoga meditation. And if it works, great. And if it doesn't, so what? What have I lost? So I started to meditate. And in the book, he talked about some incredible experiences, some incredible miracles and stuff like that. And it was so far-fetched. I really couldn't believe it. It was like, come on, this sounds like a fantasy. Who could make such stuff up? Anyway, long story short, I tried meditation. And sure enough, I was blown out of my seat. I had such amazing experiences, and I came to realize that everything in that book was true, and that he dared me. He says, don't believe it. Don't even believe what I said. Try it for yourself. See what happens. And being from university educated, I was trained in critical thinking. I like a challenge. And I thought, wow, this is something. I'll give it a try. And it was amazing. So, a picture is worth 1,000 words. Talk is cheap. You can talk. But at the end of the day, you want to experience it, right? That's what it's all about. So that's what I'm going to share with you this morning. So we're going to start off with a chant. I'm going to chant, I am the bubble, make me the sea, and then we'll begin. One, two, thank you. So I am the bubble, make me the sea. What is this about? I am the little bubble of consciousness. Expand my consciousness to fill the whole ocean. Make me the sea. So if you think about it, the soul is your soul, our souls. It has all the same attributes as divine consciousness, as the ocean of consciousness. And so the chant is, expand my consciousness to become the ocean. And you basically said that in your affirmations this morning. So it's just another way of saying that. So the words are very simple. If you can sing along, great. If not, well, just sit back and enjoy. So I am the bubble, make me the sea. So do thou, my Lord, so do thou, my Lord, thou and I never apart, thou and I never apart, wave of the sea, dissolve in the sea, wave of the sea, dissolve in the sea. I am the bubble, make me the sea. I am the bubble, make me the sea. Make me the sea, oh make me the sea. Make me the sea, oh make me the sea. I am the bubble, make me the sea. I am the bubble, make me the sea. So do thou, my Lord, so do thou, my Lord, thou and I never apart, thou and I never apart, wave of the sea, dissolve in the sea, wave of the sea, dissolve in the sea. I am the bubble, make me the sea. I am the bubble, make me the sea. Make me the sea, oh make me the sea. Make me the sea, oh make me the sea. I am the bubble, make me the sea. I am the bubble, make me the sea. So do thou, my Lord, so do thou, my Lord. I am the bubble, make me the sea. I am the bubble, make me the sea. 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 Make me the sea, make me the sea, make me the sea. So, are you all set for a magic carpet ride today? Yes. All right. Yeah. Well, I have to tell you that the divine experience is the most amazing, thrilling. There are no ways to explain it. It is something that you can live with 24/7. You can have it 24/7. You can have it all day and all night. So the evolution of consciousness, we progress from mineral to vegetable to animal to human consciousness to superhuman consciousness. From superhuman consciousness, we evolve to Christ consciousness. And from Christ consciousness, we evolve to cosmic consciousness. These are real states of consciousness. Very practical, very experiential, and very doable. and not for a select few. It's for everyone. And I'm going to make some references today, some biblical references, to show the unity between scientific yoga meditation and the Bible, where it is in the Bible, scientific yoga meditation. So what is yoga meditation? Yoga, the word yoga means to yoke, to join the microcosm with the macrocosm, to join the bubble of the soul with the ocean of the infinite. So yoga meditation in Catholic terms would be called communion, right? It's communion. It's a form of communion, but it's very scientific. So Yogananda said that the disciples, Jesus' disciples, all practiced a very, very advanced form of yoga meditation. So these techniques are ancient. They're thousands and thousands of years old. But they're here, and they're on the earth today. And as I said, a picture is worth 1,000 words. Having the experience, once you have it, it's like going through a door. And once you go through that door, you're never the same. Some people call it born again. Actually, it is. It is being born again. It's having that experience that when you get through it, even if you have it for a few moments, a few seconds, if you have that experience for a few seconds, your mind and consciousness is opened up to other dimensions, other ways of being that are absolutely indescribable in human terms. So we're going to get into that. Yogananda said, "The glory of God is great. He is real. He is real and can be found. Silently and surely, as you walk on the path of life, you must come to the realization that God is the only object, the only goal that will satisfy you. For in God lies the answer to every desire of the heart." So, the Eastern rishis describe God as Sat Chit Ananda. Sat Chit Ananda. Sat Chit Ananda is a Sanskrit term. It means ever existing, ever conscious, ever new bliss. So God is a state of consciousness. It's a state of being. Like you have human consciousness, right? And we are divine beings temporarily having a human experience. Think about it. We are divine beings temporarily having a human experience. So, how do we manifest our innate divinity? So we have the power within us to live in divine consciousness, God consciousness. And there are many degrees of God consciousness. So this is real, this is tangible. So try to imagine a state of being where you're existing, ever existing, you're forever existing, forever, right? You're ever conscious of that existence, and you're in a state of ever new bliss. What is ever new bliss? It's ever new, ever new, ever new, ever new, ever new. For eternity, ever new. So as human beings, we're linear thinkers. Has a beginning and there's an end. But divine consciousness was never created. So it has no end. It has no beginning. It has no end. It just goes on forever, ever new. That is the state of divine consciousness. And you can have it. It wasn't for biblical people. It's for right now. It's for right now. So, Jesus said in John 10:34, "Is it not written in your law, I said, ye are gods?" It's true. We are divine beings having a human experience. Get back to that consciousness, it's real, and you will know. You will know in a nanosecond. You will know. And if you have that consciousness for a few seconds, you're going to spend the entire rest of your life trying to get it back again. That's what happened to me many decades ago. And I've never been the same since. So it's eminent. I'm nobody special. I'm just somebody that's doing it. That's it. It's for everybody. So everybody here would never disagree with the concept of happiness. Who wants to be happy, right? I want to be happy. Well, God, and who wants to suffer? Nobody wants to suffer. That is divine consciousness. God is happiness. There's no suffering. This is why we want it. So this is what yoga meditation is. And there are many references to yoga meditation in the Bible. Psalms 46:10. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. What does that mean? Stillness is defined in two ways. One, physical stillness. Don't move the body. Be absolutely still. And the other aspect of stillness is mentally still. So why is stillness important? Well, there's a science to this. The prana, the life force, the energy, is being used in your body for the body to live, to beat your heart, to process the venous blood, and to make it, get oxygenate the blood. There's 5 different processes that are going. Your body is very, very busy with this life force. What this stanza is saying is, yoga is the scientific principle of withdrawing the life force from the body, emulating the death experience, bringing the life force up the spine so that it rests in the 1,000-petaled lotus in the brain. So what happens is the energy, we're living in a sea of energy. It comes into your body through the medulla oblongata. It goes into the 1,000-petaled lotus in the brain, and then it gets distributed down the spine through the chakras. The chakras are energy centers. They're nodes. And each chakra has a function in the body to make the body work. In the death experience, that energy is reversed. The energy is withdrawn from the body, is withdrawn from the organs. It moves up the spine and into the 1,000-petaled lotus and then out. And that's how we leave the body. So yoga is the science of controlling the life force so that we can experience separation. So be still and know that I am God means practice yoga. Be still, don't move a muscle. But what about the mind? You take a glass of water, put some dirty water, you spin it around and you got this muddy water, right? If you sit that jar down here for a bit, what'll happen is the earth, the mud will start to subside. It'll go down to the bottom, and then the water will be clear. Right? The mud represents our thoughts. So all of these thoughts that we're thinking, millions of thoughts every day, that's like static on the radio. So our souls are being blocked. The experience of our soul energy is being blocked by the mind. By the mind. It's busy thinking this. It's being broken into thousands of pieces. Be still means to still the mind. But how do you still the mind? The mind just wants to do it. Well, what do I have? I have to go shopping. I have to do this. I have to go get gas today. What did he say that? He really bothered me with that little thought. The mind is always busy. So what do you do with the mind? Well, the yogis, they really thought about this. What do you do with it? And so they came up with a system to scientifically slow down the thinking process and so that there's no thoughts, virtually no thoughts. So what happens when you're sitting there ever present with no thoughts in your brain? You experience divine consciousness. No thinking, but full experience of the presence, the divine presence. And once you have that, you just don't ever want to leave that. It's a wonderful state. So there's a science to do this. Now, another biblical passage, Matthew 6:22. If thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. So this is the third eye. It's at the point between the eyebrows. It's where the pineal gland is, right? It's called the Christ Consciousness Center. It's called also the Katusta Chaitanya. It is the star of the east, the star of Bethlehem. The three wise men, when they were led to Jesus, were led by this. This is the star. So it's really a star. So when you're in deep meditation, you'll see a 5-pointed pentagon, a white star, a silvery white star, surrounded by an opal blue translucent color. You know, it's a glorious blue translucent color of blue, and surrounded by a gold ring. So this is the astral eye. In the astral universe, we have a third eye. And the idea here is there's a positive current in the right eye. There's a negative current in the left eye. When you bring your eyes to this point, you project about 4 inches. You create a magnetic field. This being the positive, this being the negative. There's a magnetic field. You ever look at those paintings of saints? They always have this halo. This is it. This is it. This is magnetism. This is called divine magnetism. What does this do? When you put your eyes here, you lift your eyes. So when your eyes are down, you're in sleeping consciousness, subconsciousness. When your eyes are level, you're in waking consciousness. When your eyes are up, you're in superconsciousness. So it'll feel a little unnatural at the beginning. Your eyes want to drop, so you just lift your eyes up again. And then once your muscles understand it and everything, you start to do that. That is the doorway to the higher states of the consciousness. This is the doorway. So let's try that for a second. Okay? Can you sit up? Get your don't sit at the back of the chair. Sit forward so your spine is straight. Now, why? Because the life currents in the spine, there's the astral spine. You have the Ida, the Pingala, and the Sushumna. You have the astral. That's where the astral energy is going up and down the spine. We call the spine the highway to the infinite. This is how you enter your body, you leave your body. This is how you start to control scientifically the life force in your body so that you can experience higher states of consciousness. Okay? Now, sitting there, I want you to place your hands at the juncture between your thigh and your abdomen so that your shoulders are back. You want to have your shoulders back. You don't want to slouch forward, right? Shoulders back, right? Keep the spine straight. This is very, very important. It sounds trivial, but it's not. It's very important, okay? Now, I want you to try to imagine a point about 4 inches in front of the point between the eyebrows and gently lift your eyes to that point. Now, you can do that with your eyes closed or open or with your eyes half closed. That's why when you see pictures of the Buddha and Krishna, their eyes are half closed, because what happens is if you try to close your eyes, you're forcing it down, and you're trying to lift your eyes, you're forcing it up. It creates stress. So your body will naturally half open your eyes, and then you can just, like me, you see? Just hold to that. This is called asana. The Sanskrit term is called asana. This is basically the position for meditation. Meditation is not passive. It's very active. You are fully engaged. So, relax. If thine eye be single, Jesus said, if thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. This is the foundation of yoga meditation. And then there's another comment, love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, and with all your strength. This is the first commandment. This is yoga meditation. Love the Lord thy God with all thy heart. You know this. This is what you do every Sunday here. You open your heart to God, right? Love the Lord thy God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, and with all your strength. What is strength? It's the life force. It's the life force. It's the prana, the life force within you. You have to give your entire being to it, but in a way where the life force is withdrawn from the body. So the more you're engaged mentally, the less it works. You have to still the mind, still the heart, and then the life force naturally starts to go back into the spine and up the spine. So there are, there are very advanced techniques to do this. I'm only covering very basic techniques today. But it comes down to a picture is worth 1,000 words. So it's easy to talk, it's easy to sing, it's easy to do all this, but the energy is outside. The energy is outside. How to bring it inside, right? Now I've been speaking so long that I have to start getting to the meditation part because I can talk and talk and talk. So we're going to go through a bit of a guided meditation, right? We only have a few minutes, so we'll do this. But let's just do this. Enough of this already. Okay. That's it. There's so much to say, hard to keep it to a few minutes. So, we're going to meditate now. So before we meditate, we're going to relax the body. What I want you to do is with an inhalation, I want you to double breathe through the nose. I will explain it. Tense the body for a few seconds. Relax with a double exhalation. So I will demonstrate. And exhale. So can we all do this together now? Inhale and tense. Exhale. Inhale and tense. Exhale. Inhale and tense. Exhale and relax. What we're doing is we're balancing the chi. We're balancing the life force in the body. So there isn't too much on one side and not enough on the other. We're just balancing the presence. Now I want you to assume the yogic posture that we explained. Sit upright with the back away from the chair. Hands at the junction between thigh and abdomen. Eyes gently lifted to the Kutusla Chaitanya, the Christ consciousness center. And I want you to talk to God in the language of your heart. And realize that God knows all of your thoughts even before you think them. God knows all of your thoughts before you think them. So be honest. Be sincere. You don't have to use fancy words. You can say something like, reveal thyself. Reveal thyself. Something of the heart, something very simple. I want to know you. I want to know you. Show me, show me. Manifest to me. So we'll have a period of silence now and have that conversation. And if your eyes fall, lift your eyes up again. Reveal thyself. Reveal thyself. Feel the presence. The bliss of pure being. I'm going to work you through a visualization right now. Feel your heart and feel your consciousness expand to fill this room. You are omnipresent in this room. Now expand your consciousness so that you are omnipresent in the city of Calgary. You are everywhere in the city of Calgary. Now your consciousness is expanding again. And your consciousness is everywhere in North America. Omnipresent in every blade of grass, in the sky, on the ground. Now your consciousness is expanding and it is omnipresent everywhere on the planet. The entire earth is within your consciousness. You are everywhere, in the oceans. And now your consciousness is expanding again. And it is omnipresent within the entire solar system. All the planets, all the moons, the sun are within you. And now your consciousness is expanding once more and omnipresent through the entire Milky Way galaxy. And now once more an expansion to all the galaxies in the entire universe. And you are in a state of profound and deep peace. And joy is bubbling up within your consciousness. And then you start to perceive the sound of Om. Om is the cosmic motor. Om is the Holy Ghost. Om is the mechanism by which creation is manifested. It is Amen to the Christians, Amen to the Muslims. So let us chant Om and feel the omnipresence of the Holy Ghost. The word Shanti means peace. Shanti, Shanti, Amen, Shanti, Shanti, Amen. I will sing thy name. I will drink thy name and get all Please repeat after me. Om. Peace. Shanti. Shanti. Amen. Thank you.
Well, how was your experience? Or perhaps we'll all do as Paramahansa Yogananda suggested and try it out for ourselves. Wonderful. And so now, as we take that whole presence and essence into this time of conscious giving, it's really conscious giving and receiving. We're celebrating this sacred reciprocity of life. And together, using our time, talent, and our financial treasures, we co-create this ability, physical ability and online streaming ability to have Unity of Calgary spiritual community a part of our lives. And so we are so grateful in appreciation of that. And we know this community is a blessing. It's a blessing to those of us who are attending all the time, and we co-create it because we get fed first, and then we're so happy to help co-create it so that others who wish to share in it have that opportunity. So whether you are choosing to give a financial donation, a love offering today or not, know that all the ways that you give and receive to us is so appreciated. For those in person, when the band is leading us in our offering song, you can place your offerings in the heart bowls at the back of the room. Perhaps you're like many of us, you make e-transfers, you can donate online to donate at unityofcalgary.org, or you can go to our website, unityofcalgary.org. And for those of you who like to do checks, you can send check to the address here at Willow Ridge Community Association. And so I invite you to stay in this practicing the presence as we sing this song. So if you can sit or you can stand, and let's sing together. Give with an open heart.
Thanks, Alara. Before we get started, we just want to say hello to everybody at home. Susan, Claude, Lorraine, Flo, Adele, Sarah Beth, Carrie, whoop, whoop, and Chris and Diane. Hello, friends. Yeah. Looking forward to the day where we can hug. Okay, here we go. Everybody ready? Well, I'm gonna give with an open heart. Well, I'm gonna give with an open heart. I am grateful for this moment. I am grateful for my life, and I trust that a higher power will always be there to provide. That's why I give with an open heart, and that's why I give with an open heart. Well, I place my faith in the Spirit, and I welcome each and every day. When I let go of all my troubles and worries, a new abundance always comes my way. And that's why I give with an open heart.
let's join with Cecil Watner as he blesses our offering.
Thank you ever so much. It's been a fantastic journey. And I'm reminded of Myrtle Fillmore before the turn of the century. And she taught Sunday school. And one of her students was May Rowland. And May Rowland, years and years later, wrote, I always remember a little prayer. Jesus Christ, make thyself an ever-present reality to me. Thank you ever so much, David. We've had the reality today. Please join with me as we bless our offering. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I receive, and all that I receive. Thank you, God.
All right, and continue on with the blessing, which we love to do here, is the blessing of the children. We don't have any physical children in this room today, but we have physical children in our world and our own precious inner child. So together, let's affirm our blessing. We love you, we bless you, and we appreciate you just the way you are. And now we take another moment to be in the presence of prayer, the power of prayer. And for us at Unity, this is really remembering our true divine nature and our source of being. And therefore, as we remember it for us, we remember it for everyone. So let's take a moment and bring our awareness to anything that we want to surrender into the essence of prayer, for we know that turning our concerns over to Spirit, the divine consciousness, whatever words feel right for you, this opens the way for abundant blessings to unfold in our life. And we are also including Unity of Calgary. We are the focus of prayer all across Canada to this month. So let's take a moment and be in the consciousness of surrender into prayer. And you can submit prayer requests on the sheets of paper with the prayer box at the back of the room. I will be taking those prayer requests and submitting the first name to our prayer team here at Unity of Calgary, and I'll send these names down to Silent Unity. And our prayer team here and Silent Unity will hold your prayer request in prayer for 30 days. And you can also send prayer requests to me through prayer@unityofcalgary.org. You can submit it on our website as well. And in between time, 24 hours a day, you can phone Silent Unity, which has been over 100 years. They hold prayer 24 hours a day in their tower in Kansas City, Missouri, area Lee Summit, at 1-800-NOW-PRAY. You may not get a live person if they're still restricted during the COVID restrictions there. I think they have someone live until about 10 o'clock at night, and then you can have a recorded prayer to hold you in prayer. And so all around Canada, as they're holding us in prayer, we take turns being held in prayer, and they're all holding us, seeing us having the love and support we need to continue cultivating the unity consciousness and bringing the message of unity across our country. And together we affirm our prayer of protection together. The light that is God surrounds me. I am the light. The love that is God enfolds me. I am the love. The power that is God protects me. I am the power. The presence that is God watches over me. I am the presence. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well, and so it is. Amen. And now it is time to sing, and the band's going to lead us in. There is beauty everywhere. So please, if you feel like standing up and moving, go for it.
You can dance if you want. There is beauty down below. There is beauty up above. There is beauty in the past and what is yet to come. There is beauty in the lows and beauty in the highs. There is beauty in the glow and beauty in the night. There is beauty, beauty, beauty everywhere. There is beauty, beauty, so lest you be aware. There is beauty in my tears. There is beauty in my smile. There is beauty in my fears, even when it's in disguise. There is beauty in the truth. There is beauty in the lie. There is beauty in hello, and there's beauty in goodbye. There is beauty, beauty, beauty everywhere. Oh, there is beauty, beauty, so lest you be aware. There is beauty, beauty, beauty everywhere. Oh, there is beauty, beauty, so lest you be aware. There's beauty in the land. There is beauty in the sky. There is beauty all around. And there's beauty deep inside. There is beauty in the calm. There is beauty in the storm. There is beauty when we die. And there's beauty when we're born. There is beauty, beauty, beauty everywhere. There is beauty, beauty, so lest you be aware. Oh, there is beauty, beauty, beauty everywhere. Oh, there is beauty, beauty, there's enough for us to share. Oh, there's enough for us to share. There's enough for us to share.
All right, well, let's take all that beauty and create a circle around our sanctuary here and send a wave of peace out into our world as we sing, Let There Be Peace.
Peace on earth, and let it begin with thee. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. As God has created a family, all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment peace eternally. Oh, let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
All right. If you can join us for potluck and conversations that matter with people who care, we'd love to have you stay. And the potluck will be served out in the kitchen area, and please come back in here to enjoy your food and fellowship. Many blessings.